Good morning. This is Jeff Clemens from Okeechobee Livestock Market, kind of taking my brother's place this morning. He's out on some business. Thank you, Todd. We had a pretty good sale this week. It's the springtime and numbers are going to drop off, so we were kind of expecting that. We had on Monday about 550, and on Tuesday close to 900 heads, so still a pretty good run. People have got a few cattle left in between calf crops. We're still seeing a lot of butcher cattle. We had about 400 head of butcher cattle this week, and that's a little over a third of the sale. So that's still quite a big number, and the butcher prices are holding up very good. We had a high cow of RW Cattle Company, joint venture in Okeechobee, that weighed 1175 and brought 109, bought by FPL. That's $1,400 for a butcher cow. I mean, she was a good one, but that's a lot of money. And even the thin cows, bringing in the 50s and 60s, which is pretty good money. So the butcher market's still good. And the top calf price this week came in from Newcomer Ranch, 285 pounds. And that steer brought $220 a pound. So that's pretty good money for a calf that's weighing nearly 300, bringing $650, close to $700. And I saw Jerry Newcomer's check. He had a few calves that weighed 400 plus maybe, and they were bumping $750 or $800 really on some of those calves. So there was some first calf heifers that were really good out of Angus bulls and crossbred cows. So thank you, Jerry Newcomer. Good calf. The calf market this week was, I'm going to call it steady to probably higher a little bit on better calves. The numbers are off, and they're still needing some cattle out west. They're getting a little bit of rain out there, which is good for us. The only offset about the cattle market right now is the dadgum fuel and feed and fertilizer and all that stuff. Thank you, Biden. But without getting into politics too much, the fuel now is gone up to where it's kind of crazy. Last year, these truckers were getting $3.75, $3.85 a mile. They're up to $4.50 now, and that's just really not. They're not making much money on that. So that's costing us here. These Florida calves got to go 1,500, 2,000 miles sometimes. So that's going to eat into our pocketbook. But a good 500-pound calf still bringing $170, 75 maybe on some good ones. That's decent money. It needs to be better for us to pay for the expenses that we're paying, but it's a little better than it was this time last year. So we're thankful for that. I want to put a shout out to all you guys that came to the Okeechobee County Cattlemen's Association Rodeo this past weekend. It was great. We had, I think, a sellout crowd on Sunday for sure. I was parking cars and we ran out of parking spaces. But the cowboys are down here getting out of the cold weather. The rodeo was great. Thank everybody that came. Thank you for participating. And for those of you that are on your outside of Okeechobee County, continue to support your local associations. We appreciate that. That keeps us going. We got to get the word out about what cattle are bringing, what we need them to bring, and our needs and opportunities to serve other people. So that's about it. Hope you can come next week and sell a few cattle with us, eat a good hamburger, and we'll see you next week. Thanks a lot.